Cheers.
What's up?
Evening,
What's
guys.
going on?
What's up?
Happy
y'all
Tuesday.
Yeah, happy Tuesday. Hope everybody's doing all right. Ready for an hour of chitter chattering and talking about all things outdoors and just hanging out.
We got some things to talk about, man. I'm excited about this one. I've been excited for about 4 days now. I'm ready. Let's do this.
Me too. We got
What's up, man?
we do have a special guest coming on tonight, and when he gets here, we'll bring him on, right? And that's Brad with the Outdoor Pursuit,
Wild Game Pursuit.
Yeah.
What's up,
And
Peter?
Peter's in the house. We got David Martin in the house. Ben Corubius is in the house. Mountain Bushcrafters MBA's in the house. Danny Baker's in the house. We got the house is getting full, which is a good
Nice.
thing. Oh,
Let's have a party, man. Who's got their drinks?
Yeah, right. Well, yeah. Let's see if we can get them in.
I say that, and then Ben pops right up and says, "No whiskey for me tonight. I'm going fishing after the stream." I respect that, and I'm that guy that like I don't drink and fish at the same time. At the same time, I'm thinking Tuesday night you should probably be drinking.
I do. Hey,
What's up, Brad.
How's it going, Brad?
What's up?
Glad you can make it, man.
Sorry, I worked really late and I could not make it back to my house in time. So, doing the live in my truck.
Been there.
Nice. That's the way life is. You gotta roll with the punches.
Yep.
All right. So we are just saying hey to everybody. Of course, you know the crew up here: Stanley Orchard, Grant McIntosh, and then Brad. He's a two-time guest now. He joins the elite group. That Wayne with Sea Pro Fishing and Brad are the only two-time guests we've had. Brad was on late last season with us, and then Wayne, I think, was actually on season 1 and this season with us. So that's it. So we'll get some more of you that have been on the show before. If you want to be on again, we'll get you on again. So, but Brad, you're at where you at and what you do. Talk to us.
I'm a lineman apprentice and working over in Michigan. Specifically, I work over on the east side of Michigan, over by Saginaw.
No,
Michigan,
close.
Yep.
All right. Well, maybe June, July, come hang out with us in Au Gres. We're up there doing some walleye fishing and just having a good time. We're gonna be up there for a couple weeks. So.
Yeah, for sure. That's not very far from me at all. So.
No, yeah, we roll down to Saginaw every once in a while to pick some stuff up. You know, Au Gres is little. You don't have everything you need in that little bitty town. So, Mr. Stanley Orchard, how's your day been? How's your week been since last Tuesday? Dude,
It's been crazy all over the place. I'm healed up enough to where people expect me to do things now. So I've still got my limitations, but rather than not being able to lift a jug of milk, I am now signed up to where I can lift 2 jugs of milk, which means carrying tackle on the jetty, bringing ice chests in the house when they're full of fish.
Nice.
Carrying in, washing all the tackle and stuff.
You're back to work.
Yeah, I'm sore. I'll tell you what, after this weekend, I'm sore from all of that.
So all the videos you put out recently have been pre-surgery?
Yeah, and I got one more pre-surgery coming out that I'm really kind of curious. Like everybody, like if you guys don't mind, I normally I wouldn't do this too much. I don't like to be too pushy about things, but I got this video coming out on probably Thursday that it's kind of experimental, and I'm super stoked about this, but I would really like a little bit of feedback on the direction that I went with this. I did something that I have never seen anybody do in a fishing video, and like a stylistic approach. And I would like some feedback on that. I'm not going to like point it out. I'm going to see what people see and what they say, but I would like your point of view, like your thoughts on this video I got coming up.
All right. Cool.
We'll
Sounds
see how
good.
it works.
Grant, what have you been up to?
Well, I started to call today, standby for work. So no cheers for me tonight. So have one for me, guys that are drinking tonight. What's up, NBA? David Martin, Danny Baker, Peter, Ben. Good to see you guys.
The whole crew in the house.
Yeah, same old story here. Just some cold weekends and windy.
Yeah.
Haven't been fishing. Been working out in the yard some more. Started a new project with the backyard where the dogs are at. So,
Yeah. You had to mention the wind, didn't you?
yeah. You still heading to the coast this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, we got reservations, and we can still go down there and hang out and have a good time. There's a lot to do down there, but if anybody's been paying attention, yeah, it's gonna be blowing hard.
It's
the whole
bad.
time we're there. So surf fishing might be sucky, but we'll see. We'll figure something out. We're gonna get down there and have a good time one way or another. There's a lot of stuff to do down there.
The video that I'm working on right now, the video that I'm editing, is us fishing in 50+ mile an hour winds. So I don't think you're going to get that, but I did that. So I'm going to hold you to task. You got to get something done this weekend.
I'll get something from inside the club or restaurant, or no, I'll get something. I'll get something done. Oh man. So Brad.
Yeah.
You guys are at like 922 subscribers.
Yep.
What
Yep.
the?
What are you doing, man?
You 1,000. Where you
You
get that?
need to get that YPP monetization going.
Yeah.
Start dropping them dimes.
Hey, I know most of the people in this chat already know Brad because they were probably here the last time you were on with us. But if not, you haven't gone over there and checked out the Wild Game Pursuit, Grant just dropped their link in the chat. Check them out. If you got folks that you know that like to watch hunting and fishing videos, because they do a lot of hunting and they do some fishing. I got some proof of that here in a minute we'll look at.
I was just going to say, I want you to show everybody why they need to be in one of this gentleman's first 1,000 subscribers.
Here we go. How about that?
What's up, Weekend Warrior?
How about that? They don't just hunt. Look at that steelhead. That's a nice picture. Next
That's
one.
how you get hernias.
Look at that picture.
That's a gorgeous shot, man.
Yeah, isn't it? That's cool. Very cool.
Where are you getting these guys at? Are
He
you
was really excited to see that fish. I walked into the house and I had it out in the cooler in the truck because I'm gonna go ahead and get that one mounted and put on the wall. It was my first. Well, I guess I can tell the story first, but it was my first steelhead, and I live by all these rivers and tons of steelhead, and for whatever reason, I've never steelhead fished. Or actually, I have tried. I tried like 2 years ago. I tried to get out and steelhead fish, and I'm out there on the river, and I was having no luck. Other guys are catching them left and right. Nobody's just really taught me, I guess, kind of the tips and tricks of steelhead fishing, and so I actually had an opportunity to go out and with a charter. He's a buddy of mine, and his name's Jesse Davis, and he got me out there on the water, and sure enough, the first fish I hooked into was that big one right there, and
that's awesome.
fought it for about 15 minutes or so, and finally got it landed. And he immediately, once we got it in the boat, realized how big it was, and he told me, he said, "That's a really tough fish to beat." He said, "You better mount that fish." So I'm gonna go ahead and get it mounted.
Mount that thing in the oven.
Yeah.
What's up, okay fishing? Good to see you, man.
And so yeah, I brought it home and I walked inside there to my 3-year-old son Braden, and I was like, "Braden, you want to see the picture of the fish I caught?" And for whatever, he knew it was in the truck. He's like, "No, I want to go see it in person." So he had to get his shoes and boots on and went outside and got a couple pictures there with me and the fish. So that was really
nice.
cool.
That's pretty dang cool.
That was fun. They definitely fight hard. Fighting the current, the river's really high right now, so the current is really strong too. And then fighting a fish like that was quite the battle. My arms were tired at the end of it. The video of that fish will be probably coming out here in the next week for sure. I've
Nice.
actually been editing it, and it's about done. So
Nice.
Good. Looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for folks that don't know, you got a group of guys. Really, the Wild Game Pursuit is not just
Nope.
Brad, but you have a
Nope.
group of guys in different areas, shoot videos, and then now is it still just you and one other guy editing, or how's that work now?
There's two guys that are editing right now with me. So there's 3 of us, and then my brother and another one of my guys, 2 are starting to. They've been over at my house the videos we edited, our last couple of videos of the turkey hunts there, with one with Bowman and one with my brother Matt. They've came over with me on my laptop and kind of helped go through it and learn the process of editing. So they just have to get a laptop that can be fast enough to keep up with the editing, because right now there's it stutters and it can't just keep up yet. So they're going to be helping. So yeah, definitely it's nice. It helps take the load off me a lot, especially with trying to get back and do like a video a week. It definitely makes it a lot easier now without me having the whole workload on myself. But it's crazy. It definitely shows that anybody can edit, and do these, because even one of our guys, Nolan, he's out of Minnesota. He's been in quite a few of our videos, if you guys have seen him, and he's out of Minnesota. He just uploaded a couple duck hunting videos about a month or so ago, and when I first met him and stuff and asked him kind of if he was interested in being a part of our team, he'd even admit it, like he was phone illiterate, like even just stuff on his phone. He didn't know how to do it much on a smartphone and stuff. And next thing you know, he asked me what I was using and wanted to edit, and he went out and got a laptop and got Adobe Premiere Pro, and he's been watching tons of videos on YouTube and calling me, asking me if he had any questions. And now I'm watching his videos, and he's doing amazing, with his editing, and they look really good. I like his stuff he's doing. So
good deal.
I would add to that if you would like to trade, I would be more than happy to edit some videos for you guys for one of them trout.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're that'd be a good trade, actually, because
I'd make that trade. I'm not even kidding.
You guys know more than anything that editing, is a process. A lot of people don't see the behind the scenes of what it takes to edit a video and how long it actually takes. So how's it going, Dylan? Dylan is actually a guy that I was in the Army with. We went to basic training together.
Oh,
appreciate your service, sir.
Yep, absolutely.
He lives out in Maine.
Very cool.
Is he doing a YouTube channel? I want to see some Maine fishing.
Yeah, right.
I want to see people go get lobsters and stuff.
He doesn't have a YouTube channel, but I watch him on Facebook, and he does some cool fishing and stuff out there in Maine and whatnot.
So your guys are spread around pretty much the Midwest?
Yep. Mainly the Midwest. We actually right now it's pretty much all Michigan, and then the one in Minnesota. We had a girl, she was out of Wisconsin, but she had a lot of other affiliations with groups and stuff, so she kind of went her own way now, but that's fine. And so yeah, him in Minnesota, and then I've had a couple other people. I'm possibly looking to add a couple more people to our team, maybe around states to the southern of us or whatever and whatnot. I just don't want to get it too big, where it's not as much of a team that who everybody is.
Yeah.
You don't
harder to manage too.
Yeah, exactly. And some groups and stuff go out and get like 20 field staff members, and I don't want to do that. That's way too many. I'd rather keep it small and keep our group where I just enjoy having guys though that for hunting camps and stuff and whatnot, we can get together and go do a hunting trip together, and that build that camaraderie with each other and whatnot. It's fun too, and it helps it's cool when you got kind of like when you guys all got together there fishing, you know, and had the different camera angles of each of your videos together. You know,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. Definitely.
And highly underrated. Like so many people like to just grab a GoPro and film themselves fishing, and that's totally cool. Like I got nothing against that at all. Go do it, but you will wear yourself out because you're going to get skunked, and you know you're going to have days where you're fishing in 54-mile-an-hour winds, and it just sucks.
Yeah.
And it's nice to have those days where it's okay. It can suck because you've got somebody else who's, you know, they're going to do something, or like you said, that camaraderie of just being able to hang out. There's value in that regardless of what you're able to accomplish during the day.
Yep.
So having that group, like I do it with my family, and I'm either fishing with my father-in-law or my dad, my brothers, you know, I'm always my wife. I'm always fishing with somebody. And so there's always that element of like, you know, being of whatever's going on, that other storyline or whatever is happening while you're out fishing. That's kind of like it circumvents, you know, if you do get skunked, you have that other kind of thing that provides value, and so that you can still put that out. I don't have any other editors yet. Peter's done a little bit of work for me, but
yeah, he's done some filming for you too with his drone.
And the filming to me is like I'll edit it all day long. I think he probably helped me film this last weekend. We were doing a lot of fishing. We had a killer day. We were experimenting with some new equipment, and I put a camera in his hands, and he probably helped me film 3 times the amount of footage that I normally would have filmed. It's going to take me 2 weeks to edit that video, but man, when it comes out, it's going to be a good one.
Yeah,
you can't beat that.
That was speaking of that, about having somebody else help you film, they're on that steelhead trip. I just bought my dad bought it. He had me look it up on Marketplace or find him one, but got him a GoPro 7, and he wanted to kind of start filming, possibly, you know, maybe get us some stuff too for the channel. He does a lot of trapping and deer hunting and turkey hunting too, but trapping I know would be something that, you know, kind of like Mark Larson there. He does a lot of the coyote trapping, and you know, it's something that you can do with just a GoPro. You know, you don't need a big main camera to film that. You know, it's up close stuff, and it would add another, you know, dimension to our channel, along with the hunting and fishing, add a little trapping videos here and there. So we went out and got him a GoPro. Well, he actually was the one who I asked him if he wanted to go on that steelhead trip with me, and so he finally hem-hoed and decided to come, and we went out there, and we had his GoPro that we just got, and you know, I'm sitting there, I hooked into that steelhead. I like turn on my GoPro on my head, I turn on the other GoPro off to my side, so I got the 2 angles going, and then he had his GoPro, and I'm sitting there fighting the fish. I'm like, Dad, get the GoPro, get the GoPro. He's not even paying any attention. Finally, he looks up, sees me. He turns on the GoPro. I fight it. Finally, like I say, after 15 minutes, we get it netted, get it in the boat. And I'm standing there, and he's like, hey, he's like, can you look at this? He's like, I don't know if it's even recording. Sure enough, it didn't record anything off of his GoPro. He did try to turn it on. It was just one of those where it changed the mode and went to like picture mode on it instead of recording.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, and that's part of filming. But
exactly,
we got good footage with the other GoPros and stuff running there. But it was just kind of funny, yeah, that, you know, when it's sometimes you have that, especially with those GoPros. That's the one thing I don't like is, yeah, sometimes you bump it and it'll go into picture mode and you think it's recording and you go back and there's no footage.
I had corrupted clips where they're gone. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yep.
Work around it.
My biggest redfish of the last year, when I went to hit record, I had a camera on a tripod and I had a chest camera, and the camera on the tripod is one that catches my audio. When I hit record, I accidentally did the camera flip, so it recorded the 180 degrees the wrong direction, and I totally missed the the biggest redfish I caught of the year. Hey, we got to do a shout out real quick here.
Do it.
So we've got, I'm looking it up here. Give me just a second. It is Kayla Williamson. She says, hey, Dad, Avery says hi, and she misses you. We need a big shout out for Avery.
What's up, Avery? Good to see you, girl.
Appreciate it, Avery. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us tonight.
Yeah. I didn't even see it in the chat. I was too busy blabbing. So we're talking about losing clips and stuff like that, and sometimes you just don't do a good job filming something. So I had that Traeger video that I did last week, right? And I've got another one that's coming tomorrow. Okay. And the one tomorrow, there was some stuff that I just completely blew when I was filming, but then I went and bandaged it through magic of video. So if you watch that one that I put out tomorrow, see if you can pick out the piece that is magically bandaged, right? I feel like most people won't be able to pick it out, but I think some people will be able to be like, wait a minute, what? Oh, that don't look the same. You know what I mean? So see if you can figure out what I bandaged, because that's coming out tomorrow. That's my next video. And then hopefully this weekend when we're down at the coast, we get some good video of some fish being caught. That it is what it is. My biggest news was the boat. So, and I've got to give a shout out to the folks. It's Baystar, Seastar, whoever makes the system, right? They're out of Canada now. But I went on, if you're on boating forums, the Whole Truth, HULL, that's one of the big boating forums where people work on boats, people sell, buy boats, fish, all of that's
those
on that
guys
forum.
are brutal.
And they can be brutal, but they're very knowledgeable for the most part.
Yeah.
And so I got to where, I bled this thing a couple times. I replaced bleeder valves that I thought were bad. And it was not working no more. I know it's either the pump at the helm or it's either the pump at the helm or it's the cylinder or the ram at the back at the motor. But I don't know how to figure out what to do. So I go on there, ask a couple of people, say, hey, hook this person up. This guy happens to be one of their technicians, apparently. That's in his email address. And so I hit him up, and he had me do a simple test. He had me raise the motor up, right? And then let it slowly fall, push it a little bit to the side, and then let it slowly fall to the side. He said, and then let me know if while it falls to the side, if the wheel turns. And so I did it, and I got back and I said, hey, the wheel didn't turn. He goes, okay, we're going to send you. And I told him, look, I installed this in 2018, right? It's 2022, and they have a 2-year warranty. He goes, we're going to send you, I want my warranty team or whoever they are to look at this one that you have. So we're going to send you a replacement, and I'll turn you over to the warranty people. I'm like, okay. And they're going to look at it and be like, no, it's too old, you dummy. Spend that $500 for a new one. And so, no, they said, send us this information. I sent it to them. And next thing I know, in the mail, I got a brand new one, right? Pulled my old one off. I got to mail that back to them. So I'm out like $35 to mail that one to them, but versus $500, right? Installed it, did all the tests, and it seems to be working perfectly fine. I got to get it on the water yet, but man, that was saved me over $500. I don't know why. I don't know why this guy decided to just, since it was out of warranty, but man, I'm appreciative. They'll keep my business in the future. If I got another boat that needs any type of hydraulic steering put on it or work done on it, I'll go to those guys for sure.
Yeah, that's great customer service.
Yeah, that's my happy moment.
Kidding.
Because that's been kicking my butt. And it's one of those things where you've worked on it long enough, and you got to the point where you're like, I just don't freaking know. I'm not going to take this thing to a shop and spend thousands of dollars, right? So you're just kind of like, you're ready to almost give up. My last cast out there was to go to the Whole Truth, and just so happened, that was the right move because the dude sits there on that forum and helps folks. So,
Ben, I couldn't agree more, man. That speaks volumes.
Absolutely. So, what makes your father-in-law happy, Stanley Orchard?
I tell you what, that he works harder than any person I've ever met in my life. He's doing construction. You'll be seeing this very soon in a video, but he's doing like a ton of construction in my house for like way less than what he's worth, getting just a ton of stuff done for me. But the funny thing is, and I love this, I'm living vicariously through him. So every morning before he comes out and does work on our house, he's going fishing, and he is tearing it up out there. That hog, he hauled that in over the weekend. It measured in at 21 inches, and that's a pretty picture of the beach next to it, like the road out there. But that sheep's head, That thing clocked in at 21 inches, but as you can see, like he's so old. Look at his tail and how like worn down his tail is. He's probably
you're
missing
talking
half
about
an
your
inch of
father-in-law
tail.
there for a minute. I'm like, whoa.
I was.
Yeah.
No, the fish is big too, though. And yeah,
Oh,
that
you
was
can
one
catch this
day
one.
right there.
Wow. Yeah, and those are, for people who don't know, those are tasty fish right there. They are
Yeah.
really, really tasty.
Yeah, Ben, these are all off of the Packery Channel jetty, and we were actually like phoning it in. We weren't like, I highly suggest going out to the end of the jetty and fishing, you know, where it's deeper and where there's gonna be a lot more competition. It's harder, the rocks are steeper, things like that. We were having a fun day. We were on the cement. We were way back up by the dunes, and we're still just slaying them. Like, just, I mean, I can't say it was every cast. It wasn't, but we were slaying them.
That's awesome.
It was a good weekend. Yeah.
It's that time of the year, sheep's head down there.
And we booted Peter off into the channel with a camera because I got a new waterproof case for it that we were playing with. So I booted him into the channel and made him sit there while we, like, in a lull. We weren't catching fish, but I'm like, dude, I need that close-up shot of the fish. I need that good shot. And so he had to sit
he's
there
in the
channel
water
for an hour. He was, yeah, I had him swimming around in the channel waiting for a fish to come by so I could get that shot.
Damn. Hey, Peter, whatever he's paying you, he's not paying you enough.
Peter, we need to do a video. I'm going to get a camera guy. I swear to God, like if we do a film festival or something, I'm going to hire a camera guy just to film the process of us filming a video and to sitting there and be like, no, get down in the channel. I need that shot of this stupid 8-inch sheep's head that we're going to end up throwing back. Like I want that whole process on camera. It gets comical sometimes.
So, Brad, how often do you go out and just film by yourself versus getting to go out and hunt or fish or whatever with one of them guys?
It's tough because you got different schedules and stuff, you know, which make it tough. But preferably, like I say, if I can, I like, honestly, that's the same as like turkey season's about to start here. I'll honestly probably spend 95% of season behind the camera filming other people and helping call in a turkey for them over being the one behind the gun, because I enjoy just as much just being a part of the hunt, you know, and stuff, as being the one to actually pull the trigger.
Yeah,
so,
that's why I like being involved with just the guys and stuff.
Especially turkey hunting. Turkey hunting to me is, I just have fun calling them in and, you know, hunting them. So
I need to hunt turkey with you because I've never done it. I've always wanted to. My brother had, but I need that experienced person and somebody who can work a call because I would butcher that.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We actually last year did our first turkey hunt giveaway hunt, and the winner actually he had never gone turkey hunting, never shot a turkey, and sure enough, so I set aside one weekend during season dedicated to that giveaway hunt, and basically included lodging and meals and stuff. He actually ended up only living, the guy who won it, like a half hour from me, so he still ended up driving back to his house, even though I said that he could stay with us, you know, and whatnot. But he had his dogs he wanted to let out at night, so. Yeah. But he did come and have a good time, and we cooked him up some food and stuff, and he had a blast. Took him out, had a bunch of really close encounters that Saturday, and then that next morning we came really close in the morning again with a tom. Just I actually could have shot because I had my gun with me too. I hadn't tagged out yet, and a couple toms came up the field edge, and one of our other guys was behind me filming, and he told Aaron, the hunt giveaway winner, to set up against a tree off to our side, and he didn't realize that there was a little dip right there. So here comes the two toms up in the field like 30 yards away, and I looked over at Aaron. I'm like, hey, you shoot the one on the right, I'll shoot the one on the left. It was going to be a sweet double. And he's like, I can't see him. He was in a little dip, and he couldn't see over the edge of the field. So I didn't shoot him, you know, I let him work on away and whatnot. And we went out that afternoon during midday, and sure enough, found some more birds close to public land and called him across, and he shot his first turkey. So that
Nice.
was really cool to get that on film and stuff too. That video is actually about to come out too. I was gonna post that video up right here before turkey season starts in Michigan, and I think during that video have the giveaway to do that giveaway again this year. Basically, somebody has to like comment in the video or whatever to be entered for the giveaway this season. So
Very sweet. Yeah, I think it was one of your guys on a turkey hunt that I watched recently, where you got the turkey lined up and went click with the shotgun.
yeah, that was
And
my
then the turkey didn't book. And real quick, he pumped and he got it. But I was like, oh my God, he is lucky.
Yeah, that was my brother. He got lucky. He was in a hurry. I mean, he got out of work on a Saturday and hurried home, and yeah, in the video there he jumped out of his truck by some public land and hit the call, and bam, a turkey gobbled probably only 100 yards up in the woods, and he hurried up and backed the truck up into the 2-track there and grabbed his camo and threw all this stuff on and threw some shells in the shotgun and never racked the gun as he hurried off and got set up, and yeah, he got lucky to still get that turkey.
Yeah, that was funny. And there, what I liked is you guys went down to Ohio and used a boat to get to that spot. That was pretty neat. That was pretty neat.
that was a really cool hunt. Yeah, any hunt like that where you're trying to get away from people, especially down in Ohio. There, I've gone down there now 2 years. The last 2 years down in Ohio, and yeah, there's a lot of out-of-state hunters down there in Ohio. You're down there, and it's West Virginia, Tennessee, Kentucky. You got all the out-of-staters down there hunting the public land around there, and it's so to access it by boat like that, and they ended up he shot one was really cool.
Yeah, that was a nice buck. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So you guys mostly do public land.
Yep.
Right. Yeah,
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
You would be hard pressed in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honorable public land, but yeah.
I was gonna say I've never really seen a public land Texas hunt. It's usually on those great big ranches. I see some hunts.
There is public land here, but yeah, it's so scarce.
Yeah.
You're better off making friends. We got ranchers around here, so I'm better off going and offering them services of like, I'll clean your fence line, or you need, I don't even know, like I've done some weird work. I've baled hay and stuff like that for these guys down here, and that's how you kind of get in with them to be like, hey, I noticed that you had a real problem with hogs. I'll help you with that. And you say that enough times, you offer them that a dozen times over 5 years, they'll let you hunt.
Yeah, that's true. Or you just spend that money, or you do like I've been doing. I don't hunt unless something falls in my lap. Fishing, I say fishing's cheaper, but it is until you buy that boat and buy that license. And
it's incrementally cheaper. Yeah,
pay for those trips to go to the coast to fish, but it's more than just fishing. That's a vacation. That's a trip, and you get videos out of it too. So.
Speaking of which, like little things like that. So I ordered some stuff online, and so I got a whole box of this. You'll appreciate that. Talking about expenses, a whole box of these guys.
Oh, silver spoons.
Yeah, them big silver spoons, the big 3 ounces.
Yeah,
those things are like $7-8 at the store. And I was able to get like a whole box for $20. Dude, I will go through $25 of those things on a fishing trip.
Especially if you're fishing the jetties.
Exactly. That's where you use them too. Is at the end of the 4-day jetty, you're guaranteed to lose 5 or 6.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we need to get Brad down to the coast too sometime.
Brad, come on down, man.
Saltwater fishing, man.
That'd be a blast. Like I say, while I was down there though, I'd have to go down and do some of that hog hunting too. That's something I really want to do.
I was thinking set up a casting blast where we do maybe some duck hunting and fishing, both.
A little surf and turf.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. There's a lot of guide services down here that do that. And that's why they call them casting blasts. You cast for fish and then go blast some birds or vice versa. So that'd be cool. We have to set something up like that and see who all we could get in on it.
Be a lot of fun.
Yeah, you're right, blue collars. That's mentally, I like to think it's that way, but yeah, it's definitely not that much cheaper. It's cheaper than owning a ranch and all that if I went that route, but yeah.
It's the overhead, like the infrastructure is more expensive. Like you can go, you can spend $100 at the tackle store every single time you go fishing.
Yep.
Whereas hunting, well, nowadays you're gonna spend $100 on a round. Hopefully, it doesn't take you a whole box of rounds. When you're hunting, maybe you just need one or two.
Dove hunting can take, from my experience back in the day, dove hunting can take a lot of rounds. When you go dove hunting, typically, if you're as good as I am, you don't have many rounds left, and your shoulder is super sore.
Yeah.
It's just blast, 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 blast. Yeah. But turkey hunting shouldn't be that way. Hopefully you get them that first shot.
There's Nolan. Speaking of him, I was just talking about him in Minnesota. He's still got a foot of snow on the ground there.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm freezing out. It's 70 degrees right now, and I'm freezing it out in a hoodie.
Yeah. Up there in northern Minnesota, it's crazy. He's got one of those like ice lodges too, where he goes out there and it's like camping out in he's just sitting there fishing through the ice, and they got like.
And he's one of your guys, right?
Yeah. Yep. Nolan. Yep.
So we need to see more videos, Nolan.
Yeah,
I don't ice shanty and all that.
He actually just he just sent me a video. It was kind of funny, like right before this, so I didn't even get to finish it yet. But he just finished up a bear video from last fall, a bear hunt, and
Nice.
he just sent it to me. And because that's normally what we'll do too is when we finish a video, we'll share it to the rest of the team members and let everybody watch it before we actually upload it to YouTube. Just to get everybody's opinion, if anybody sees anything they would change or recommend, not always saying we will change it, but just to get opinions before we actually upload it to YouTube.
Feedback, that's good.
Yep.
Get more eyes on it. Yeah, that's good policy.
Mm-hmm.
Blue collar's got to roll. We'll catch you later there, blue collar. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you.
That's right. On Thursday, I will be streaming with Blue Collar Fishing. Anybody want to check that out? We're going to have a fun time.
Cool. Thursday, I will be down at the coast drinking and eating and doing whatever I can get myself into. If we're not catching fish, we'll be drinking and eating some. So
I'm going to try and convince this guy, since he's coming down my direction, and since I've been killing it with the sheep's head, I'm going to try and convince this guy to go hit the jetty with me, but he's not all totally sold on jetty fishing. And I don't blame him. As we spoke a moment ago, that tackle.
I've done it. It's just Audrey's not she likes to surf fish. She likes being on the beach. So
yeah, Rachel's like that too. Actually, I have not been able to drag Rachel out to any of these sheep's head trips that we've done. It's just been me and her dad. And she's just not into it. She wants to go. She'd rather do whiting at the beach, and I can't. I can't fault her for that.
Yep.
Yeah, the sand is much nicer than the rocks and big.
Yeah. So you've seen both. You didn't get to fish the rocks, but you've seen both. You'd prefer, like, regardless of the catch, you'd prefer to be sitting there at the beach and doing that.
Oh no! If we're can catch fish at the jetty, I'm good out there. But
I was just telling everyone over the weekend we had like a family get together, and we were talking about fishing up north, and I was telling everybody about the bass that there's two stories. Like, we were on that jetty up in Au Gres, and you caught the bass that broke you off above the cork, and so that cork was running around like Jaws, like that scene where the corks are going through the water, and how you were hooking that cork. And then I told him about how you lost that one bass, and that other guy right across the jetty caught the same bass, and he had the lure still hanging out of his mouth.
Yeah, they were breaking us
all
off
Michigan
or something.
Yep. Yeah, Brad. So yeah, Brad, if you come up around Au Gres that time frame, you get to meet. We're still not sure if Stanley's going to make it because he's got a lot of stuff going on. He's going to be in Wisconsin, but Grant and wife should be there.
Yeah, we're planning on it.
And then old Hall and Ash, our old partner, should be coming up with the boat. So we should be able to do some walleye fishing, and then definitely do some cooking out and eating good. We're bringing up some brisket. We're bringing up a pork shoulder, and we're gonna do some big meat cooking while we're up there too, and just hang out and have a good time. So, and you get to meet my wife's cousin's husband, Steve. He is like you, but not video. But he is hunt. Every season, if there's something to hunt, he's hunting it.
Yep.
So he's pure hunt. So
Heck yeah.
so
Shannon.
you guys will probably get along good.
Hope you get to feeling better, Shannon.
Shannon's not feeling good. Hope you feel better, Shannon.
Got some teeth pulled. I got a.
Sucks.
Speaking of Auguray and Saginaw Bay and all that, I got a email from the DNR yesterday, I believe it was, talking about tagging walleye with transmitters. Did you see that?
Yeah, so they got an external tag on them, and then they put a transmitter internally on them. And if you catch one of these things and keep it, they'll give you what, $100 reward to turn that transmitter back into them.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's pretty cool. If I catch one, I'll definitely do that. Get that $100 for
pretty
the
neat.
fish. That'll pay for the trip.
Shannon, I feel you on that. I stopped taking my pain meds after about 3 days, and I'm feeling it like I'm sore, but we're same page. I'm sorry.
Suck it up, Stanley. You can carry stuff now. Carry them 2 jugs of milk.
Exactly right. That's how I measure like the workload that I do is by how many jugs of milk. Oh, did I tell you my doctor's name is Dr. Dye? I didn't even realize that until after we were done.
That sounds like it's straight out of a James Bond movie.
I'm such an idiot. Like, I didn't even get the joke. Yeah, right? Like, he's got like a little hairless cat that when I was doing my thing, and he's like, yes.
Exactly.
We're going to use a big laser.
Grant, when are we getting some video of this garden tour or something?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I need to do that, huh?
Yes, sir. You said you would.
I've been waiting. You don't want to just see some dirt. So I've been waiting on some stuff to come up.
Okay, I guess.
You could do that
The
before
layout,
shot
though.
and then the after shot too, you know?
Yeah.
I've got the before shot when the ground's just bare. I mean, it's
okay.
Yeah, there's a big makeover taking place in my backyard.
Cool. We want to see it. And then you guys need to get some better weather so you can go out and do some crappie fishing and make me jealous.
Peter, you had someone named Doc Martin? There's so many jokes that could be made with that. Yeah, like, did he advertise air cushion soles? And Dr. Schultz. That's actually like, yeah. So growing up, our doctor was Dr. Schultz, and that guy was not the worst. Like my father-in-law, Rich, he's got all kinds of horror stories about his doctor. Our Dr. Schultz was he leaned heavily into the suck it up, rub some dirt in it kind of, which is why we liked him, and to this day I still like him. But he's not around anymore.
That's crazy. So, Brad, go ahead.
I was gonna say you brought up Steve too. He did really good down there on the Detroit River.
Yeah, they had that tournament. They came second place, and man, that tailgate full of walleye. And I'm like, dang.
I'm actually heading down there Saturday. It'll be my first time on the Detroit River jigging for walleye. It's a event put on by United Veterans of Michigan. It's basically a free veterans event, and they got it's called Hooks and Heroes or something to that effect, and they got like 50 volunteer boat captains gonna take out a bunch of veterans. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's rad.
I'm going down there and gonna go out for the first time and
get some video of it.
Yeah, get some video of the event and some video, hopefully catching some walleye and bring some home. So
that's one way I've never fished for walleye is jigging for them. That just seems completely unique. Saginaw Bay, we're drifting, trolling, whatever, but that's a completely different way to fish for them.
Oh yeah, and like Steve said too, I didn't really realize it because, like I said, I never fished it, but I watched his video and he was talking about kind of apologizing for not having more footage actually catching them, you know.
Yeah.
But like he said, when you're only in 12, 13 foot of water, by the time you set the hook and jigging one, you
So
almost
hard to
already
get
have it
that
in the
hook
boat by the
set.
time you get the camera on. So
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah.
see what I can do down there. You know, maybe I'll try to bring some extra batteries to leave a couple running.
Yeah,
you know,
that'd be good.
but-
Yeah, have something mounted somewhere where it's just watching.
yeah.
And also, like, this is like one of my pet peeves. Never apologize. Like you're putting out, like you're giving an opportunity for some people to see some things that they are not able to see that they want to. You know, like people are watching your videos because they're not able to be out there fishing right then and there. So if you're not able to catch a shot, like whatever it is that you feel like apologizing for, don't do it. Don't apologize. You're even if somebody gets all like crusty in the comments, screw them. That's not the person you're doing the video for.
You know,
I love the horrible wind noise, and they got it up on the screen. Sorry about the wind noise. It's like, that's one
You did
that
it.
kills me.
You did it. Own it. You know, yeah, you had wind noise. It was a windy day. This is probably not going to be the greatest video of all time, but you know what? You put it out there. Don't make apologies.
Yeah, that'll kill a good video.
Turn the volume down. Mute it.
Audio being off.
It will, more than anything.
Yeah, people will just change
Yeah.
over to something else. Absolutely. So you guys got turkey season coming up, you said, or it's already started for you, Brad?
it actually starts this Saturday. Is
It started.
yep. We have 3 different seasons.
3.
Yep. I get the 3rd season. It's guaranteed. It's a guaranteed license. Like I can buy it over the counter. But 1st and 2nd season you can apply for and get that.
Okay.
It definitely is better, you know, because the turkeys haven't been pressured yet.
Right.
Or, you know, called into a decoy or anything, especially hunting public land. So there's the ups and downs of that. But 1st season's only a week long, and then 2nd season starts, and that's only a week long, and then 3rd season, which is the one I got, which you can buy over the counter, starts May 7th and goes through May 31st. So you have a lot longer to hunt.
Oh yeah.
Because if you got 1st or 2nd season, it's tough because if you work Monday through Friday, you only got the weekend to hunt. And if you got bad weather or don't get on one, you only got 2 days really to shoot a turkey. So
Yeah.
if I had the entire week off to like turkey hunt, I probably would get 1st season, but just only having the weekend to hunt, it's not worth it to me. I'd rather that whole almost month-long season.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good deal. Yeah, I've only been familiar like in New Mexico, and I think here in Texas you got a fall hunt and a spring hunt, but there's no anybody can go buy a license. There's no drawing for turkey here, but you got to have some place to hunt them. That's the rub. Why buy a turkey license if you got no place where you can go hunt them?
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it is here. We're actually in 3rd season here. And that's why I'm taking call again next week, is because the new guy wants to take off to go turkey hunting.
Just make sure he remembers that when you come down to Padre.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly right. You took time for him, he can take time for you.
Yep. Brad, John Smallwater Charters said he had Osceolas walking through his front yard. Have you ever tried to go after anything other than your locals? Or your local birds? They just the eastern wild turkey?
Eastern. Yep,
Yeah.
just the eastern wild turkey. No, I haven't. That'd be awesome. I'd like to eventually try to make like a turkey tour and go around and try to shoot all 4 of the kinds of turkey and
The turkey trot.
yeah, do something like that. That'd be a lot of fun to go down and experience some other. I did go down and shoot one in Tennessee 2 years ago, but that was a eastern. They got eastern turkeys there as well. So
Yeah. I think
did.
Osceolas are only in the panhandle of Florida.
Huh.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we've
What
got
other
the
type of
eastern
turkeys are there?
There's the Rio Grande,
Okay, I know about them.
Osceolas, eastern, and somebody in the chat should be able to help us out. I mean,
Yeah, I'm learning here. I didn't know
Come on,
that. And
chat
I heard
people.
Rio Grande, and I was like, "Oh, that's in my neck of the woods."
Yeah, I know them from New Mexico too. Someone's gonna pop in and say there's a western yellow feathered tickle belly turkey or some shit. You know what I mean?
Is there like a California variety?
Yeah,
Do we
yeah.
have
they're
someone
in
at
The
I bet they're all.
the Merriam, I believe that's out in like
Yeah.
Kansas.
That's
the
the
Merriam.
old
Merriam's, yep.
Yeah. Good job, Grant. Did you look that up, Grant?
I did.
No. Grant's quick on the Google. He's starting to freeze up on us, but Grant's quick on. We're going to look something up. Grant's going to be the first one to look it up. You can see Stanley up there trying to look something up, but
You can tell when
You don't have
Grant's
I don't
Googling.
have permission to type in the chat, so I have to do it on my phone with a mini keyboard off to the side.
you don't have permission to type in the chat.
Yeah, I think that's a permission you have to give me through StreamYard.
You're not trying to chat or type in the YouTube chat.
Yeah,
I
in the
type
YouTube chat, I have to do it on a separate thing. I can't do it through like right here.
Yeah, I just type into the YouTube chat. I don't even use the StreamYard chat.
Yeah, so you're doing this. You didn't even give yourself permission.
I haven't tried. Let's see what happens if I do it.
It's gonna be a big fail. Watch.
Oh,
see, he can do it.
And see, it came from Facebook, it says.
I see that too. You got both.
Yeah, I got this. This is going on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.
Nice. Okay. I love that. I love that you can do all those at the same time.
Can you do that off of as a guest too, or only the person who's streaming it?
What's that?
Like how you said it's going through Facebook too?
Yeah, when I set it up, so it's just for the person streaming. I've got an account with them, so that's one of the abilities they give you. You can stream on multiple. There's other things, Twitch or whatever, and some other things that I don't use that you can stream on. Just a basic account, you can just stream on one thing. I think. So I might as well let stream on all those places and people watch. We got a couple thumbs up I can see off of Facebook, so we had some folks watching on Facebook. I've never seen interaction from anybody on Twitter yet, so I don't know what happens with that.
Yeah, I don't have. Well, I don't have notifications for that.
Yeah,
so I don't know. It could be on there, and I'm not even seeing it. I can check that.
There is a message saying that Twitter won't get comments, so I don't know if they can comment and we see them or not. I don't know.
What's up, Joe's? Good to see you. Been a while for sure.
Oh, it does show up on Twitter where you can just do the thing. Hold on, I'm gonna log into that one. Let's see if that makes any difference. I'll do my chat and do that.
And barbecue. Let's go. Now you're making me hungry.
I was gonna say it sounds good.
Oh,
yeah, right.
Barbecue would be so good today.
How about some barbecued turkey legs? Oh man, now we're talking.
I actually am gonna make a how-to video when I shoot a turkey this year. Of doing a recipe. It's like it's called like turkey bites. You kind of cut the breast up into little chunks, and then it's got this special breading, and you make kind of a Cajun sauce that goes with it. And oh my goodness, it's delicious.
That sounds good.
It sounds good, but you never know. It could go multiple directions. You should probably send some to us, and we will give you a full-on review.
You're like,
you can send it along with that trout, same package, save some money.
You're like, if you guys are doing that with your videos, sending them out to, trial them out, you might as well send us some of the food. And,
Yeah,
exactly. Good point. I agree.
Highly encourage you to do so.
I got Peter with the barbecue turkey legs.
Yeah.
Oh man. We're coming up on getting close to about 5 minutes left. I've already whined about the windy weekend we're going to have at the coast, but I'm still looking forward to going because we always have a good time there. It might not be a bunch of fishing video, but it's going to be a good time no matter what. Got some friends. One of my old Army buddies is coming down with us this time, him and his wife and his in-laws, so they'll be down there. So it's going to be a good time. And then I got video coming out tomorrow, second one on the Traeger. The Traeger videos aren't killing it, but that's just there's something out of the norm for my channel. So they're one of those where people get a new grill. Like Stanley said earlier, 4th of July, they get a new grill, and we can calibrate the thermometer. Let's Google, and that's how you get those views. So so I'm looking forward. So that little video comes out tomorrow. Remember, I did some video cosmetics on it, and we'll see if you watch it, if you guys can pick out what I jacked up on it or what I fixed on it. Let's put it that way. Grant, anything exciting since you're on call?
No promises. No promises.
I want to see something budding up out of that garden at least. Shit.
Man, I'm going all in on this. I want to see turkey. I want to see crappie. I don't care. I want to see Grant in action.
Right? It's been a minute.
It has.
It's been too many minutes.
I'm the closest one to him. I'm gonna have to go down there and help him get kickstarted again.
Please
That's what
do.
I'm saying.
Brad, I can't even tell you what I would do to push that endeavor.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be
If
good
only,
to see.
if only gas wasn't $4 a gallon.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw it. Today I filled up the wife's vehicle. Had to go in the office today, and it was 342. So at least down here, it's coming back down pretty well.
Hey, you come down to Padre, take a gas can with you, fill it up before you get there.
That bad, I'm sure.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad, but you'll save tackle money.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I use Gas Buddy a ton.
Really?
Gas Buddy, I use it a lot because especially on out of state trips and whatnot. And I'll be traveling like this past year. I plan on doing it again, but went out to South Dakota hunting. And long trips like that where you're driving 20 hours one way to go hunting it. If I'm sitting there and I pull up Gas Buddy, it saves a lot of money when let's say there's times where I'm driving, I look at Gas Buddy and there's a difference between one station and 30 miles ahead that's 40, 50 cents a gallon different, and when you're putting in 25 gallons of gas or 30 gallons of gas to fill your truck, over the entire trip, it might save you $50 to $100 in gas. So
that's a hell of a point, John, if you're on Padre.
Me and Audrey used that the last time we drove to Michigan, which has been a few years since we drove to Michigan. But she was using that on her phone. So I'd be like, hey, it's about time to start looking for gas. She'd get on that sucker and find the cheapest gas. Matter of fact, we were pulling the boat at the time. So I didn't want just rinky-dink little gas stations that were hard to get in and out of. So, that worked out really well.
If you're on Padre this week, you need to get gas for any reason on the island. So don't go to that one gas station that's on
the Shell,
SBID and 361. The one to the go down to Whitecap, the next road down.
Okay, we're gonna be staying off of Whitecap, I think.
Okay, yeah. So there's that gas, those two gas stations that are catty corner from each other.
Right.
Get it from one of those gas stations, probably the smaller of the two. You'll save 20 cents a gallon.
That'll be easy. It's not as bad when I'm not towing the boat down there.
Yeah. But
the truck still sucks. 13 miles to a gallon if I'm lucky. So it's still horrible. Stanley, what else you got coming up? You got a video coming out. Is it tomorrow? You got one coming out or no?
I've got physical labor ahead of me right now. So I've got a very experimental video coming out on probably Thursday is the day that's coming out. And like I said, anybody in the chat, I would very much appreciate your feedback on this because this is a real experiment for me. I'm doing some things that I have never seen other people do before. And that can be either good or bad. Like it's either going to be, oh my God, this is the coolest thing ever. Or it's going to be like, what the hell is he thinking? I need to know if this is something I should reproduce in the future. After that, I've got some editing from these videos that we got last weekend. It's going to be insane. And on top of all that, I'll be working the live stream with TubeBuddy on Saturday. We are celebrating Creator Day. And we're doing an 8-hour live stream.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of ouch. So anybody who's looking forward, like if you want to save some money on like TubeBuddy or something like that, you're making videos and you want to like help surface them on YouTube, that's a way to do it. Get in on that live stream. It's going to be heinous. But yeah, editing those videos, doing that, and then hopefully trying to maybe get down to Padre Island with you Thursday and Friday is my goals for like the next 72 hours or whatever it is.
Cool beans. And I'm really looking forward to getting back up here and getting a day where I can take that boat and put it on the lake. I don't care what I'm doing with it. I just want to get it out there and confirm that the steering is where I want it, right? And then I can move forward with getting it ready to sell. So that'll be a whole nother adventure after that.
Yep.
All right. Any alibis in the group before we say goodnight to everyone?
Right.
No alibis. All right.
If somebody's
Brad,
wife is going to call us and ask us where you're at, we need to know what answers we're supposed to give.
right. Brad, thanks for joining us again, man. I appreciate it. It was a short notice. I hit him up yesterday. Hey, you want to come on the show? And he's all for it. So I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Brad,
Grant,
appreciate you, man.
thanks for being our research guy again, Grant, and being in the chat, managing the chat. Stanley, thanks for being our vocal leader when we're keep things rolling along when we need that every once in a while. And all you folks in the chat, thank you for coming in, saying hey, watching the show. Hope you enjoyed it. In the description below, all of our links, including Brad or the Wild Game Pursuit links, are all down there. You can check that stuff out down there. And until next week, which I think we're going to be at Mr. Stanley Orchard's house because Grant will still be on call.
Okay.
Is that
Okay.
for you, Stanley? All right. So we'll see you all next week.
Check it out. Link below. Check Stanley Orchard. Do the things.
Check
Click all the
out.
bells and slap the
Do
likes.
all those things. Click, snap, chat, do all this stuff. Peace.